Well, what's going on, guys? Billy Davidson here with BillyDavidsonVIP.com. Today we're going to be cleaning some really tough concrete. We're going to kind of go through the process and show you how we do it. I know there's a lot of other ways to do it, but this way we found that really works well, and I think it should help you out some. Also, if you're looking for some expert help to start a parking lot striping or a pressure washing business, check out BillyDavidsonVIP.com. Y'all come with us and check this out. All right, guys, right here you see in this bucket, we're gonna downstream a one restore solution on this concrete. We're gonna go take a look at the concrete, let you kind of look at it. We're gonna talk about some things on that. This one restore solution, if you're not familiar with it, can be diluted. I know the label calls for you to use it much stronger, but we found a way to use it with another product that we put down on top of it. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. That gives us really good results in cleaning severely dirtied and soiled concrete. Again, this one restore right here is diluted. We have about a half a gallon with 4 gallons of water. Again, we're gonna downstream that, so that's gonna dilute it again. So we're really not using the one restore strong. It goes a long ways and we have great results. Also, you can use one restore on restaurant cleaning. Dumpster pad cleaning works phenomenal. Me and Apex just did one last night, a terrible dumpster pad, probably the worst one we've done yet. We're going to be putting that video here on YouTube as well in the future, so make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, that way you'll be notified next time we upload a pressure washing or parking lot striping video. This one restore is going to go down with a downstream injector, open ball valve. I'm going to show you that. We're going to talk about that a little bit more, and then we're going to put another product on top of it so it'll kind of activate it and react to it. We're going to talk about all of that, so y'all come with us and take a look at things. All right, guys, this is the subject and matter right here. And I don't know how much you can see on camera, but this is a very high traffic at an RV place where we have a lot of rubber deposits in the concrete. As they are coming in and exiting this gate here, the heavy tires are twisting and turning. Not only is soiled with dirt, probably a little bit of mildew, but it has a lot of rubber on it, and we maintain this quite often. If not, that rubber gets built up, and this will look pure black all in here if you don't maintain it often. Looks really nasty if it's not pressure washed. Now again, we're going to put that one restore down. We're going to put another product on top of it. It's going to probably surprise you, but man, it gives us better results than just the one restore or either a degreaser by itself. So I'm going to show you that here in a second. Again, they drive in heavy RVs through here. There's tractors that come in and out pulling some of the fifth wheels around, and you know all that rubber deposit gets stuck to the concrete, and sometimes tough to get up, but we're going to show you how to do it. You can kind of see here on the edges where they don't travel as much. It's quite a bit lighter. So we're going to clean from the gate here all the way down to that canopy way in the foreground and get it nice and clean. It's actually about an hour before dark. The temperature is dropping. We kind of like to do this at nighttime because our product stays wet longer. And remember, if your product's wet, that means it's still working. If it's drying out in the hot sun, then you got to reapply, which is okay to do, but just know that once that product is dry, it's not working or being effective at all no more. So if it's wet, it's working. So let's get Apex to fire us up with this open ball valve, and we're going to show you how we apply some of this one restore, and then we're going to talk about the product that we're going to put on top of it that gives us an interaction with the two chemicals that gives us our best results for surface cleaning. All right, guys, so we got our 10 gallon per minute machine started. Now we are downstreaming this one restore. One restore is a little bit sudsy. I'm using an open ball valve so I get a little bit better draw rate. Now, whenever you're applying one restore, you don't necessarily have to flood the area with one restore. You make contact with it, and sometimes I'll apply a second coat just to keep it from drying out so quickly. And I may do that here because the concrete's still hot from the sunlight today. But basically, I apply this one restore. Now, one restore works better with a bit of agitation with it. But actually, all the agitation it needs is the agitation of that second coat contacting the first coat, and it gives it that bit of agitation. Now, if you want to get crazy with it, you could use a push broom to start agitating some of this stuff. Of course, that's a lot of extra work, And I honestly don't think you get that much better results if you're agitating it with a push broom. But if you're bored and looking for some busy work, go ahead and grab that big push broom and start agitating it, and you probably would get some better results. But again, that second coat that you're going to see me apply here in a second is enough agitation to cause it to work. And one Restore does work better with 2 separate coats at about 5 to 10 minutes apart. Sometimes I'm getting in a hurry and I do it a little bit sooner than that, but at least I try to wait 5 minutes. Now again, you see I'm not really treating the areas on the outskirts over here. We're going to clean that, but it's not a lot of rubber deposits over there. So I don't necessarily want to waste my one Restore over there, but I do want to treat the heavily traveled areas. Ironically, this is kind of the same way you would treat heavy clay stains on concrete as well. Usually you get clay stains on new construction. So the caveat there is the new construction concrete still needs to be cleaned, but you have to dial back that surface cleaner because you can scar that brand new concrete up. But other than that, the one Restore, a couple coats on it, and then the other product I'm going to show you here in a little bit may surprise you. On top of the one Restore, it's really good for not only removing these tire marks and rubber marks, but also clay stains. But now again, with new concrete on clay stains, that surface cleaner, you need to open those tips up a little bit. And what I mean by that, let's say you're running an 8 gallon per minute machine and you got your tips in it, I don't know, let's say a 25040, that'll give you 8 gallons a minute. The 25 is the first number, is the angle of the spray pattern. So if you can still use your 25s, but to reduce your PSI on that new concrete, I would suggest opening them up to maybe a 2506. Now the 06 would give you 12 gallons a minute of flow. Obviously you're not going to get 12 gallons per minute flow if you got an 8 gallon per minute machine. So the only other degradation that can happen with the physics is the PSI is lowered. So on a new concrete, you want to lower that PSI, open them tips up. You still got the same amount of flow, a little bit less pressure, and you always keep that surface cleaner moving. Don't sit still and let it spin in one spot while you take a phone call, because your customer is not going to be happy about that, and it's going to definitely leave marks. But again, getting back to these heavy rubber stains, I can almost see up here where it starts to get lighter, so I probably won't treat past that part. But as I walk my way down, again, I'm not flooding the area with the one Restore. I don't want to waste my product needlessly. I'm not afraid to use the product if I need it, but we don't want to waste it. Like over here on this edge, you don't see a whole lot of tire track, so no need to treat that. Now our second product that we're going to put on it, we will go ahead and treat everything that we're going to surface clean tonight with that, because it's a lot cheaper and readily available. It's going to surprise you. So y'all hang tight. I'm going to show you what else we got going on. All right, guys, so we're applying our second coat for the benefit of agitating this a little bit. And again, if you got a push broom and you're bored, go at it. But if you just want to try to save some energy but still have decent results, this second coat, just the water contact in the concrete is giving it some agitation and will allow it to work much better than a first coat with no agitation. So what I'm going to do is walk this all the way back up here. I'm going to stay with you. Again, guys, if y'all got any questions, don't hesitate to leave us a comment. We try to get to all the questions in our comment section. If you got a suggestion, we're open to suggestions. If you've used one Restore for some tough cleaning jobs, let me know how you have found it to work, the results you got. I know there's tons of products out there, but we found that one Restore works pretty dang good in most cases. Now, also, you may be wondering, are we going to wash this with hot water or cold water? Well, we are going to wash this with cold water today. Just regular, normal tap water out the water hose, filling our buffer tank. Now, hot water would give you probably a little faster results. You know, you probably walk a little faster with the surface cleaner, but it's not necessarily going to do that much more than the cold water. Maybe slightly, but if you do have hot water capability, I would suggest, you know, using it probably around 175 degrees if you're going to do a one Restore application and this other product we're going to throw down on top of it. I actually seeing a little bit where it's drying out in some spots. Again, we're going to just recoat it. Now we're going to let this dwell, or let it stand here for about 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Sometimes I get a little anxious and want to go ahead and get started. And then we're gonna put our other product down, which may surprise you. And then we're gonna talk about the chemical reaction it has as well, and the results we get with it. So we'll be back in a second. All right, guys, so we have put our one restore down, as you've seen a few seconds before in this video clip. We waited, I think, about 9 minutes. Now, look, before y'all burn me up in the comments and say you don't supposed to do this, it's dangerous, etc., etc., I get it. I know I don't supposed to mix one restore and this other product together because it can, you know, smell funny and all that. But we got a breeze blowing away from us, and this really works. Now, this product, use it at your own risk, that sort of thing, and leave a comment in the section below if you got any ideas or you know, any suggestions. But this is the product we're using. On top of it is sodium hypochlorite SH bleach. I said the B word. Now, you don't supposed to mix acid with bleach because you do get a chemical reaction. But again, this is downstream, so it's a very diluted one restore, which is acidic, very diluted SH or sodium hypochlorite, like 0.5%. So we actually can't smell the chemical reaction. Of course, we got our back to the wind, but we still can't smell it either way. But the cleaning power that this offers me is worth the extra trouble of mixing these two chemicals together. Now, you would never want to mix these two chemicals together in a container, but out here in open concrete, I think you'll be all right. But again, use this at your own risk, as you know, your own take, you know, maybe do some research on it. But I find it works amazing putting these two products down together. A lot of my students are doing it now on dumpster pads. Look, if y'all looking to start a dumpster pad cleaning route, or you just go in and clean dumpster pads at fast food restaurants, apartment complexes, hotels, check out BillyDavidsonVIP.com. It's like under $100, a couple hours of training videos in there with a sample contract. It can literally change your life. Like, I know the economy gets weird sometimes, so sometimes I don't do a lot of dumpster pads. Sometimes I do. Here lately, I've been picking up more dumpster pads to kind of hedge my bets off in case pressure washing slows down a little bit. I got these dumpster pads kind of keeping the lights on, if you will. You know, sometimes I can go out and make $3,000 or $4,000 a month on a very part-time basis cleaning just dumpster pads at night when I'm not working doing my other jobs. And, you know, it pays the insurance, it pays the, you know, it pays a lot. You know, I can order products with that extra money. I'm not trying to get rich off of it, but having that extra $3,000 or $4,000 a month, you know, Apex gets to make a little more extra money on his side jobs as well, doing that with me. You know, it's a good thing. Now, I got some students that's making 3-4 times that much each month cleaning dumpster pads. I'm honestly not interested in doing that much. I used to do it. I'm really geared more to just parking lot striping, you know, and that sort of thing. But if you're not striping, or even if you are, you want to make some extra money cleaning those dumpster pads, check out our course. There'll be a link down in the description, the first pinned comment below, if you're interested. If not, I get it. You know, not dumpster pads are not for everybody. Sometimes they smell bad, but you would want to use the same product on dumpster pads as well. I know in our training course we use some other products, but in case you can get one restore and you're familiar with it, I would definitely suggest using it just the way we described it earlier. Put it downstream, throw a little SH on it, back off, let the smell go away. It's a great disinfectant. It deodorizes, it cleans the heck out of grease like magic. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, some of them dumpster pads, we put this two products down, we don't have to pressure wash them, we just ball valve them out. It's really great. So we're gonna show you some surface cleaning here in a minute before it gets too dark. But guys, remember, make sure you like, subscribe. I know we've been getting thousands of new subscribers in on the channel here lately, and we appreciate and love each one of y'all that lets us know that these videos are, you know, getting to people out there. You know, it takes a little time for me to hold the camera. I could be doing something else, but I really want to do this to try to help people out. I know some people out there struggling, trying to get work, trying to do it, trying to price it right. That reminds me, if you're looking how to learn how to price some of these jobs, look through my training classes. We have a lot of information in there on how to price some of this stuff. Fast food restaurants, commercial jobs, parking lot striping, all that stuff. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go grab my surface cleaner. I'm gonna show you what surface cleaner I'm using, and it's an old one, but man, it works still real good. I'm gonna give you my recommendations on a surface cleaner if you're running like an 8 gallon per minute machine. If you're running a 4 gallon per minute machine, I would recommend something else, but we're gonna talk about that here in a second. So guys, we got a 24-inch surface cleaner here running about 8 gallons per minute. Now again, if you got a 4 gallon per minute surface cleaner, you'd use a smaller surface cleaner, maybe a 20-inch would work. But this is a 24-inch 3 spray tips, and this thing is old as dirt. We've used it. Now it's a little sudsy, so I don't know how much we're gonna be able to see here, but let's take a look at it. We're cutting a pretty decent line through it. The suds is kind of... All right, let me see where we are. Yep, we can see the line really good once the suds come out. All right, you can continue on, Apex. I just had them stop real quick so we can see. Now, the suds is coming from the one restore. It's a bit sudsy. And once we rinse it off and it dries, it will be as clean as possible. It may not be snow white, but it's going to make a huge difference. And again, this is a maintenance program that we're doing, so it doesn't get as black as asphalt, because it would with that much rubber buildup. If you don't wash it about every 6 months and get this up, it's going to get worse and worse. Well guys, we're going to get out of here. I hope y'all liked the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below if y'all got any questions. Again, if you need some expert help with your pressure washing, or if you want to start a parking lot striping business, check out our training courses. We put a lot of effort into them. We think they're really good. A lot of benefits that my students are having. Also, it's a lifetime membership in any of our courses. And in addition to that, you can call me. I always give my number out in my courses online. If you got some questions, some jobs that you need some help with. We actually just had a parking lot striping student land his first job at $47,000. So that's a little out of the ordinary, but that's his first one, so why not, you know? So he's gonna be able to make that money in a couple weeks, or otherwise he would probably make 1/10 of that per month. So sometimes that parking lot striping, man, you can get some big ones out there. Now, generally speaking, most of them are not that much. In the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 is your general parking lot striping, but every now and then you'll grab a big one that's $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, and that money you pay off a truck, man, you throw some money on a house. You know, there's so much you can do with a $35,000 profit on a job. You know, buy new equipment. We had one student put 20% down on a home for him and his family off of one parking lot striping job. Now, he worked his butt off on it and, you know, worked hard for a couple weeks or whatever. But I always ask him, I said, if you can find another industry where you can go make that kind of money, let me know. I'll join it. But we love it. But guys, anyway, we're gonna get out of here. I'm about ready for some lunch already, and we hope to see you all in the next video.